Ends justify the means for gangs in El Salvador. El Salvador is historically a violent country. Since 1994, the country has been on the top 20 list of the highest homicide rates in the world. In 2015, they have been on a downward crime trend. The crime rate in 2018 was 9 homicides a day, and in 2019, when El Salvadorian President Nayib Bukele took office, crime rates dropped to 6 homicides a day. There's conflicting information on how the drop in crime was obtained by the current El Salvadorian president. Erika Guevara-Rosas, America's director for Amnesty International, said this weekend the world witnessed yet another attempt by El Salvadorian authorities to take the country back to those moments in history where human rights were violated and trampled on a daily basis. Guevara-Rosas continued, public security officials do not seek justice through investigation, maintain due process, and actively pursue these gangs. These statements were based on how the suspected gang activities were being persecuted. A lack of due process and sentencing up to 20 to 30 years in prison if found guilty of gang affiliation has led non-external governmental organizations to believe that Bukele's policies on crime are humanitarian violations. Severe punishment continued when President Bukele called for the state of emergency on March 22, 2022, after gangs killed 80 people in one weekend, 62 murders in one day. Bukele ordered the country's prisons to carry out an immediate 24/7 lockdown of all gang inmates in prison, stating to the gangs that they are not even allowed to go out to the patio of these prisons, adding a message to the gangs: because of your actions, now your homeboys will not even see one ray of sunlight. This is in response to the actions of the gang members outside of the prison. Bukele's approach to cracking down on crime has led to a decrease in overall crime within the country. In 2021, El Salvador was taken off the 20 countries with the highest homicide rates in the world. It is not easy to find solutions for dealing with the ongoing decades of old problems of gang violence and dealing with the root of the problems like stability, education, order, and financial opportunities. The handling of gang crimes in El Salvador are strict. Unorthodox measures are often taken because the situation is dire. Another sign of improvements in El Salvador has been that tourism has increased by 25% from 2015 to the present. Tourism will financially help bring opportunities to the impoverished nation. Although there is criticism on Bukele's approach to the problems in his country, crime has decreased during his presidency, and it still seems to be on that trend. There's no indication that he will change his stance on how to avoid human rights violations. As it stands, most El Salvadorians can have hope, knowing that crime is on a downward slope and not on the rise in El Salvador. This has been a report by Alexander Fernandez of Life News Today. Thank you so much.